Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Demon. Today, I'll make a discussion video. I haven't made one of these in a while, but I made two videos in a row now, and you guys saw them yesterday and before yesterday and things like that. And for the first time, I want to make a discussion video, and it's been a long time, and this one's gonna be a bit controversial, I'm sure, but I'm here to explain why, if you're free to play, or if you don't spend a lot of money, why it would not be wise to ever summon during Bounty Fest. And I'll show you why, right? I know some people are gonna go like, wait, Bounty Fest, in your tier list, you said Bounty Fest characters are the best. Well, again, if I make an updated tier list, you will see that some of the characters that I did not put in S, I regret not doing so because they're obviously in S, like Red Zoro, who was not a Bounty Fest character. But again, let me explain a bit and develop on this idea of mine, right? So if you spend a lot of money, right, you can just go in on every Bounty Fest, get them to 6-star, and enjoy the game. But if you're like me, or you spend way less than me, or if you spend absolutely nothing, then summoning on Bounty Fest, guess what? You're not gonna get them to 6-star. Guess what? Odds are it's even hard to get them to 5-star. Like I summoned for Moria and Boa, if you guys remember in the past, and I did 10 multi-summons. So I spent 500 gems and I got Moria 3 times, so I barely got him to 5-star on my last multi, and I only got Boa once. Now I did get other Bounty Fest characters and other regular, but point is, it's not even if you do 10 multis, you're not gonna get them to 6-star, and as a free-to-play player, you're not gonna have 10 multis for every Bounty Fest. But again, I got Moria twice because of the guaranteed steps, and they removed that, dude. Like, okay, let's go to Scout. Right, let's just look, right? Maybe hopefully they add it back, but even if they do add it back, this still is relevant. This video will still stay relevant because just adding 2 guarantees and 500 gems might not be the best thing ever. But here, listen to me, okay? So, right, you summon, you do 10 multis, right? You're not even guaranteed any, so there's no guaranteed step here, right? But meanwhile, if you summon on this banner, not this, sorry, this one, right, you spend 30 gems. So if you do 3 multis, you spend 120 gems only, versus the 150. So you save 30 gems, almost a whole multi, and in fact it's gonna be the whole multi of your next banner when you summon on the next step up. So it's literally like 4 multis for the price of 3. But not only that, you're guaranteed a random 4-star at the second step. Not only that, you're guaranteed the new character or one of the new characters in the last step. Right here is only Usopp on the banner, so you're guaranteed Usopp. Point is, you get a lot of value for these step ups, right? So you want to summon on as many step ups as you can. Now you might say, hey, but if I have Usopp and I have so many characters at 4-star, sure. If you're let's say you got Usopp on your first step, and then Usopp on your second step, and then Usopp on your third step, you have him at 5-star, maybe you want to go in on this banner, right? Hopefully you get another Usopp. But here is why, and the main reason why you should still not summon on that, because even though this is not the best way to get a character to 5 and 6-star, guess what? The second you go to exchange, here's where all the difference happens, right? So sorry, not in events. You want to go to battle points, right? So if you go to battle points, what are these characters? None of them are Bounty Fest, and that makes sense. But that also means that you can get fragments of characters here. But wait, you might say, hey, listen, okay, so what? I can get 10 pieces every day. It adds up, right? Every 10 days, that's 100. Every 20 days, that's 200. That means if you had the 4-star, next thing you know, you have a 5-star. But you're not going to do it if you have a 4-star. Let's say you have a 5-star. Let's say you have 5-star Luffy, right? You buy Luffy every day for the next 20 days. That means you'll have Luffy from level 80 to level 90, which makes a big difference. But not only that, after every game you play, you can get charged if you get a gold chest. But not only that, after every day, if you get 10,000 points, you still get some of these characters that are not Bounty Fest into pieces. So it adds up over time. Level 91 versus level 90 is not that big of a difference, but it's still a pretty big difference. It adds up, you get more stats, and then at some point, you're gonna get him to 6-star way faster. And guess what? I'm in S- right now. When was the last time I saw Akainu? I haven't seen a single Akainu since I've been in S+. It's been about a week or so that I've hit S-, sorry. I've never seen Akainu's. Now, that's not to say Akainu's bad. That's to say that Akainu's banner was a long time ago, right? So if you had him at 5-star or 6-star back then you still have him. Maybe you're in S+ right now. But otherwise, it's hard to get an old Bounty Fest character in to 5-star and 6-star, right? You have to summon on their banners or summon other bounty fests and hope to get the old characters, which is not really smart to hope for. Like, I have Moria at 5-star, and that's because I summoned on his banner. But how often do you see a Moria in your game, right? You might see him once every few games because they're not just common. They're not so common anymore because people are spending their gems on these step up banners because bounty fests don't have guarantees anymore. And I mean, you can just get these free characters to higher levels much easier. And now let's assume Akainu. Let's say who's a blue? Let's say Kid, right? I thought Kid, in my opinion, was better than this Luffy. Now, if I had to redo my opinion, I still think he is better, but I'd rank this Luffy higher for the simple fact that this Luffy, you'll find him at higher levels. And again, my tier lists aren't based on pure how good they are, but based on the meta. And that Kid, how often do you see Kid in your games, right? Most people summon for Law, and they didn't care about their Kid, you know, and it's Luffy, right? Let's say you had Kid at level 80. Let's say objectively Kid was better than Luffy. And you have them both at level 80. Guess what? You can get this Luffy to level 90 pretty easily. In less than a month, you can almost get him to 6-star. But that Kid's going to be at level 80 for the longest time until you pull a dupe. Now, you might mention that, hey, you know what? Character Crystal Fragments came out, right? And yes, they did. Indeed. But I got 37, right? I didn't play all these daily missions that we got, and if you're new, of course you did not play them, but let's say you even had 100. That's 100 for a single character, and that's it. And they're gone. And what's 100 shards gonna do to you? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know, it's not. It's gonna give you what, like 5 levels, I think, or something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe 5 levels. So, yeah. I think it's gonna give you 5. I'm not sure. But point is, it's so rare. It's not a reliable source of leveling up your character, right? Let's say you had a character that's already high level. Sure, this is a nice way to get extra shards for them. I don't recommend spending these on these characters yet until you have a character that you really want. And maybe here's where you'll spend on your bounty fest. Maybe, like, for example, here I could get 37 shards for Moria, but do I want to do that? That's 3 extra levels. Does it really matter at this point? It could, but it could also not. So, you know, it's a good thing that it's here, but at the same time, so, I mean, listen, I think this is my opinion. And I think, I told my friend, right? I told my friend, hey, he plays very rarely and he doesn't spend money. So he misses a lot on dailies, a lot of logins, and a lot of gems that are free given to you, right? Yet he has 2 5-stars, 5-star Luffy and 5-star Zoro. And, you know, because he plays randomly here and there, he has them at above 80, like maybe 82, 83, at levels that, look at me, I did 10 multis for him, for Moria, and I have him at level 85, but that's because I got him on a ticket that I spent, I think, $40 or $50 for, right? And so, right? So, again, Bounty Fest characters, they're good. They're really good, but it's hard to get them at high levels to the point where at level 80, they're worse than level 85s or 90 or 95 of the free-to-play that are good. So, that's where I rest my case. I'm gonna say that's what I think. This game has been doing an amazing job for free-to-play people because they're allowing me to say that, hey, I don't think you should summon on Bounty Fest characters unless you're a whale. Now, yes, a 6-star Akainu is gonna destroy anyone in this game, right? But a 6-star Zoro is still gonna destroy anyone in this game, right? I'm a Moria at level 85, yet I get one shot easily by level 90 something Zoros. Not even 6-star yet. 6-star ones, they kill me with their combos, right? Now, is Akainu worse than Zoro? No. But how often do you see Akainu in your games, right? Compared to Zoro, right? Because everyone can get Zoro. Everyone. Even if you don't have Zoro, you can just buy enough shards to eventually get Zoro. And then once you summon him once, twice, and then you can get him to 5-star, then 6-star. It's insane. It's insane what you could do with non-Bounty Fest characters to the point where even if Bounty Fest characters are better, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's just absolutely not worth it. In my opinion. In my humble opinion, without trying to offend anyone. But yeah, it's just a discussion. Let me know if you guys think that we should summon on Bounty Fest characters. Let me know why. And yeah, again, biggest disclaimer, right? If Robin ever comes out in a bounty fest, I'm gonna summon on a bounty fest. As a YouTuber, I want to make videos for every single summoning banner, so I'm just gonna do one multi on every banner until there's a banner where I really want to go in, right? Boa, I wanted to go in for, even though Boa is not my favorite character, and I got Moria instead. At the time, I wasn't so happy, but right now, I'm super happy, right? But again, if Robin comes out in a bounty fest character, well then I'm gonna summon on a bounty fest. But that's me. I spend $25 a month to get that monthly pack, right? Some other people might not, right? Some people might never spend money. Some people don't want to buy this monthly pack because they don't log in every day, right? I do my dailies. I have a lot of gems saved up, right? I have 600 even though I summoned on Usopp already, right? So I'm gonna do 10 multis when Boa comes out, but because I love Robin, right? So if you guys love a certain character, obviously you should summon for them, right? The whole point. But I'm saying if you want to be efficient, I think that it's better not to summon on Bounty Fest characters. Again, there's always the exception. If you love a character or how they play, or if you love them in the anime, or if you love them in the manga, or whatever, then of course you should summon. I'm not saying do not, right? If your favorite character was Akainu, then you should have summoned for Akainu when he came out. But I mean, back then, Bounty Fest banners were the thing you should summon for. You shouldn't have summoned because there were no step ups. But right now, that's how I see it. So yeah, I don't want to rumble. I don't want to rumble, boys. I don't want to ramble anymore. I think I've made my point. It's a discussion, you know. Let me know if you guys disagree. Let me know why you guys disagree. And yeah, that being said, hope you guys enjoyed and peace.